You've got a food plot, and you're going to have this food plot for any length of time. You know, and most of us are going to put in a food plot, we plan on having it for years. You need to do a soils test. Now, there's several places you can get soil tests done. There's some private people out there that are doing soil tests, and that's fine, they do a great job. But the example I'm going to give you is Extension Service. It's got some little plastic containers that you'll fill up, okay, with soil, and it's got the directions on what to do. And basically all you're doing is you're labeling your site, and you're sending in to Extension, and I think they're like $16, I believe, for one sample, and then it starts dropping off if you do 2 or 3. I think you can get 3 done for 30 something. So, and you're going to need, you know, as a minimum, probably 1 per food plot. If you've got a super big plot, you know, you could, like, if it's up on a ridge and dropped into a bottom, that may indicate 2 soil samples. We go out there and just randomly take samples, small samples out of the top 3 inches or 3 or 4 inches of soil, and put it together and put it in that bag, and then you label that food, you know, whatever food plot you've got, you know, whatever you call it, like Southfield or whatever it is. So you'll know when you get your test back. And then you have to put the crop that you plan on growing. So if you're growing wheat, you put wheat. If you're growing wheat and crimson clover, you put wheat and crimson clover. And then they'll make a recommendation, and it'll come back to you. And if you used to, years ago, you took them to them, and they mailed them in. It come back to the county agent and all that. But I think it come right back to you now. And but you can certainly go in and talk with the county agent, or you can go in the NRCS office, and they can help you read these. We're going to look at one here in just a second. But it's something I highly recommend. It's not something that needs to be done every year. Probably every 3 years at the most. If you're planting the same food plot and you get a recommendation, it's going to be good for several years. You don't have to do that every year, but they are important. That's the basis of really everything. Does everybody know what I'm saying when I say pH? Does everybody understand pH? It's on a scale of 1 to 14, 7 being neutral. Okay, so plants grow best in a range. And it's usually near that neutral range.